Hi, my name's Kuldip S. Randhawa. I'm making a short video concerning the event that took place at Art Gallery in Vancouver on January 24th. This was an incident where a number of rally groups were all involved in protest for one reason or the other. As a member of the Sikh community, I had been going out to various events, reaching out to the farmers and trying to connect people from different faiths to come together. A lot of people are asking me about what's really happening in India, and they don't understand Punjabi language, or they don't really follow the media because this was not being dealt with. There was this exchange of emails between Diljit Dosanjh and Kangana Ranaut that started all this thing. A lot of the singers came together and they started making videos. So the new media was really through the Twitter and other social media sites. The mainstream media were not covering it adequately, and so people were asking me questions. And so I decided to mingle with various protest groups, and I also have some concerns about the COVID-19 situation. There's a lot of views going out there that this thing is not real, it's fake. Whether the masks are effective, the lockdowns are taking place. And so there's a stigma, a sort of a fear created that we're going to catch this deadly virus and we're going to drop down like flies, Well, that clearly is not happening. People are not dying that quickly. The contagious nature of this virus is not life-threatening, even though there may be some reported cases. I don't want to dwell into that. I'm not a doctor. I'm an engineer, someone who knows that the legal system does not work. I know that the politicians do not listen to you. I've been dealing with a lot of justices in the court, advising them about my issues, and they don't listen. The media in Canada, for example, is not covering my story. And that's the story of this fake water tank that was constructed. And I've now realized that it was fake because it wasn't even built. And so that would be one of the biggest engineering crimes in the world, not because of what's happened, but because of the cover-up and the number of institutions involved. And the fact that it's supported by Canada and not investigating it, no public inquiry being done, and a professional with many years of engineering experience, close to 3 decades, 2 degrees up to a master level, being told that he doesn't understand basic engineering principles is something which is really beyond comprehension. So what's happening in India? A lot of questions being raised. So there was this rally that I attend to do with hugs and masks. And so my intention was to invite Sikhs. I know someone who wants to make a video about a documentary about the Sikh farmers, and that is also being done. So he was also invited to attend. And so what happened is, as we arrived, we told a lot of Sikh farmers who were protesting at Scott Road, at the corner of 72nd and Scott Road. I attended them and I made a few speeches there. Despite the fact that some speeches made there were clear-cut and we invited everyone to attend, we told them to turn up wearing an orange ribbon on the left arm so that we can show support for the Sikh farmers in India. And all of those farmers, Punjabis, business people, event organization guys, came wearing the orange band because we had invited them. We even told them that we sometimes we want people to coexist and perhaps support each other. And when we arrived on that day, I'm actually with an organization that I've recently joined, is Unify the People. They're focused on a constitution. There's other organizations that protest there. There's Hugs Over Masks and other groups. And they all wanted the Sikhs to join them. it seems someone has made a couple of serious threats against some of the Sikhs, and I want to assure all the Sikhs that came there that day that those threats did not come from the groups that were there. I've been reassured by that group. To such a point that we have written a letter, and this is the front page of that letter. It's going to be sent out today and tomorrow to a number of Sikh institutions, the Gurdwaras, and also the protest groups, so that that issue can be addressed and dealt with properly. There was a video released in Canada on YouTube where they were branding Sikhs as communists. And so I was concerned about that, because Sikhs are not communist, even though there may be some Sikhs with certain views about Marxism. In the old days they talked about it, but generally speaking, Sikhs are not communist. We are actually very democratic, and we believe in justice, we believe in equality, we believe in complete fairness. And we don't start any problems with any other communities, and we are always doing good work. And so these Sikhs were invited to join us, and that video saying that Sikhs are communist has since been taken down. So I actually drove with a friend of mine to 2 Sikh Gurdwaras in Abbotsford, alerting them that this video's gone out and that the video has to be challenged. Whoever made this video has to be held accountable. And then when I turned up on January the 24th, what did I see? I see a rope around the Sikhs who were in the center of the square. And there was another protest group which was from the First Nations, who were protesting about the pipeline issue that has now sort of surfaced, and they were there for that reason. There were no threats made by anyone from my group or the other groups. We actually wanted to educate you on the issue of the masks. There's a lot going on in India. A lot of Sikhs are sitting shoulder to shoulder without wearing any masks. That was a big thing for us. You know, the fact that they're protesting in India, one of the biggest protests probably ever in history, where no one's wearing a mask under a pandemic. And so that was a big thing. And we wanted to somehow gain their support. And it wasn't the case that we wanted you to wear a mask or not wear it. It was your choice. But it seems that things did not work out on that particular occasion the way we expected. And I want to assure my brothers out there and sisters out there that whoever has made those threats, they have to be held accountable. And I will be with you 100%. But those threats did not come from those groups that were there. We are always there on a Saturday and a Sunday. And we are also doing protest in front of City of Surrey and in front of CRA buildings, because we are making an awareness of what's going on in the world, not only in India, but over here in Canada and the United States. And so that's all I'm going to say for now, that we love the farmers. This is a message from all those groups that were there. We love the farmers, we support you, and one day you will learn that this thing on the mask issue is not really a major issue. If there is a major concern down the road, the government would be aware of it, then the government has a duty to tell us. But up until now, I think based upon facts which have been released in the public, on social media sites, educated people, doctors have written articles, Mark's information are available. Basically speaking, you'll find that the masks are not effective. And if they're not effective, why do we even have to wear it? But if there is a serious threat, the government should be on the alert, and they should not keep us in the dark. And with that said, I think there's nothing else that I can say, that this was a huge misunderstanding, and this letter will be delivered probably towards the end of this week by Friday, but I intend to get the letter out as soon as possible. So if there's any questions and concerns, you can contact me with the information that's provided on the video. Thank you very much.